Hello, gore horrors and fellow deadites, and welcome to Our Life in Horror. We are a horror movie podcast with a gore-filled side of news, physical media, and everything spooky. My name is Brendan, a horror addict since birth, and with me always is my horror queen, Sam.
Hey guys, we're Our Life in Horror. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and our email is ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com. We are on Patreon where we do after-hours shows. Occasionally we do bonus episodes. We have a Discord where we all chat. Thank you to our subscribers, Sean, Miki, Bo, AJ, Rob, and Kayla. Yeah.
Hi. We're late.
We're late and we're tired. I was so drowsy today.
We're still coming down from our Saturday night fever.
Yeah, it was my sister's... I was about to say my sister's brother's. My sister's boyfriend's 30th birthday. So it ended up being a late night. Like, we were there till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Which we don't do anymore.
No.
That's brutal.
Yeah. I was trying to give you like the hint, wink, wink earlier in the night, but you didn't get it.
Text me. I was tired before we even got there.
Okay.
Text me.
Well, you were like, there's something about who's the biggest cuddler or something like that was on one of the cards or whatever, and I was like, everybody was like, oh yeah, it's him, and I'm like, oh yeah, me, like, and then I give you like the hands on the face side sleeping, and I'm like, this is the sign.
I did not catch that.
This is the signal.
I did not catch that. Honestly, I was probably just socializing.
Yeah, and then we're recording late. Well, you went to bed like, what, 8:30 last night? Before then.
I know, but you know what? I was feeling rough yesterday, and I took some meds last night that made me feel rough today, and it's just never ending. Yeah.
So, because like, I started 8-Legged Freaks. And then you were out within, like, the first 10 minutes. You didn't even try.
I told you. I warned you. You asked me to try and watch, and I told you I was going to fall asleep. Yeah, I was wiped. I managed to get on the bike yesterday. We did shopping. I really pushed myself to feel better.
Yeah, you didn't even make it past the opening credits, I don't think.
I know. I'm sorry. And it's actually a movie I would watch based off the beginning.
Come on!
Based off the beginning, I was like... I thought this was an older movie, and I kind of like this cast. I could actually get down with this movie, but I was just...
You didn't even make it to young Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I saw her, and then I fell asleep.
That was the only thing I wanted to see before I fell asleep.
Yeah. I had to see what stage she was in life.
Yeah, what ScarJo era was she in?
Yeah. So apologies if energy levels are down today. I'm going to try my best. I almost pushed this again till tomorrow, but I'm like, you know what? Let's bang her out. Otherwise, it's by the time we get to it, we're already doing our next episode.
I know. Next episode's going to be fucking awesome.
I know. And we were... Yeah, we'll announce that at the end. It's a first-time watch for me. You got to pick this time. Oh my God, I was going to say something. Oh, we were going to go see Immaculate on Friday, too.
Yep.
And my anxiety got the best of me, and we didn't end up going. And
sure did. You almost didn't make it to dinner.
I know, but I did. But then it was a very loud restaurant, and I was anxious. So I had 2 martinis, and I'm not even kidding you. I got tipsy off those 2. But I needed it because I was not feeling well.
It's okay. I passed out like immediately after getting home that night, too. I was just exhausted, too. We started watching...
That Diced? Yeah, on Tubi, and we made it halfway through, and it's an hour long. Like, it's not a long movie.
And I just could not keep my eyes open. I was struggling. I was falling asleep. I'm like, Sam, we gotta shut this off.
Yeah. So jealous of everyone that has seen Immaculate because it's getting immaculate reviews. That's what that word means, right? Okay.
Yep. That's
using it in the right sentence.
That's what my YouTube video short was gonna be. Like, that was gonna be my opener line.
Okay.
If it's as good as what people say it's good.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. We're gonna try and go tomorrow because why not? Just go on a weekday.
Yeah, it'll be less crowded and
yeah,
everything. So I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll talk more about this stuff in the after hours show. Let's get into what have we been watching.
So I watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes,
I know it's not horror, but it's Spider-Man, so everybody just listen to me. It is amazing.
You know what? I watched the first one with you, and we were on mushrooms, and I got real into it.
Yeah.
But then you wanted to watch the second one, and I said, show me the mushrooms. And you didn't show me the mushrooms, so I'm not watching it.
I know. I watched it on a weekday. I had to go to work the next day.
I know,
So did
I'm totally
you.
kidding. I honestly have no desire right now to do any mushrooms anytime soon.
It is every shot of that movie is literally a piece of artwork.
Yeah.
Literally, you can hang any shot from that movie and put it on a wall, and if somebody would walk in and be like, "Oh my god, who did that?"
Yeah.
Because it is that just fantastic. Mm-hmm. And each spider variation has like their own like style, art style. So like Miles Morales' art style is clearly like Brooklyn related. Everything feels like Compton. Where's he from? Brooklyn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Brooklyn. He's the Black Spider-Man.
Okay.
Okay, Gwen Stacy. This is the good one. Gwen Stacy, the girl Spider Woman. Her world is watercolor paint
cool.
jobs, and it'll change on moods.
That's cool.
Too, which I noticed it, but I didn't really clue in. But like, say there's an emotional moment between two conflicting colors, and they come together for an embrace, then the colors around them will like change and explode with different color. It is so good. Like, Samantha, it is fantastic.
Well, full name.
Yeah, full name. I'm dropping it. Like, you have to watch this movie.
Yeah, maybe one day.
It didn't feel as like comic booky as the first one, like, but I guess it did in a sense because it's like very, like it just looks and feels like a cartoon, but they don't have like the little text bubbles and director's notes and stuff like that in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Sorry, I'll get off the Spider-Man topic, peeps. What did I watch? I watched Eight-Legged Freaks last night.
Okay.
I still enjoyed it. Actually, I find that maybe the 2K scan that Scream Factory did on it maybe made the CGI look a little worse in some spots, but then there's some spots that looks really good. Mm-hmm. So I think it holds up as like the B movie from 2002 that nobody asked for, but you got it anyways.
Okay.
So I had a lot of fun with it.
That's good.
What did you get through this week?
Well, did we talk about Last House on the Left last week?
I think we did.
Did we? Okay. Well, I watched the movie Bottoms. It was a comedy.
That did look funny.
It was pretty funny, actually. I gave it a 4-star. And then I watched Nocturne because I'm trying to see a little bit more Sydney Sweeney before going to see Immaculate. And it wasn't bad. I gave it a 3.5. Okay. It was a decent... It's something you would like, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's like about a girl who's a twin, and they're both pianists, and her twin sister is slightly better than her, I believe, so she's a little like jealous of her, and her sister's going to, what's that big music school? Juilliard,
yeah.
Yeah, and she's taking a year off instead, a gap year, and it's, yeah, I don't want to give too much away.
Is it like The Perfectionist, or is it like
I don't remember that.
A body swap type deal?
There's no body swap.
I'm gonna kill my sister and then go join the school in her place kind of deal. Think I know what you did last summer, the TV show?
Not quite. Okay. There's a little... I don't want to say too much.
Okay.
I recommend watching it. It's not bad. It's not a bad movie at all. Okay. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Because I was like thinking about how I've seen... we watched that one movie, The Voyeurs, with her. This was a little while ago.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. And I was like, I don't know if she's in any other horror movies. So I looked it up, and there was actually a couple. I was like, I should watch these before we go see Immaculate. Because I mostly know her from Euphoria and, The Voyeurs, and then that one vampire movie where she's only in it for a quick second. I
don't know what... Oh, is that the...
I forget what it's called.
The one with Megan Fox?
Yeah, she's in it with her.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, besides that, I've started a couple movies and watched 5 minutes and turned them off. I've been in a weird... I don't know. I haven't been able to find anything. Everything I want to watch, you want to watch with me, so I can't watch it, and I'm just in one of those.
You have a big-ass stack of movies.
I'm a mood watcher, okay? I've been watching a lot of reality TV.
Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and watch what you don't want to watch.
I know, but we've also been doing a lot with the YouTube, so I've also been...
Yeah, we've been burnt out from that, for
editing more, doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, Do you have anything else, or that was it?
No, that was it. I literally didn't get to any movies last week.
We're skipping news, or
we'll discuss a couple things.
Okay.
Like the Beetlejuice trailer dropped this week.
Yes, we were going to do a trailer review, but it was a teaser trailer and didn't show too much, so...
Yeah, like, there's literally nothing to talk about after watching it.
Yeah, besides, like, I'm excited for it, but there wasn't a whole lot of...
All I got from it was, ooh, OG Cast is back. Okay, it's over.
Jenna Ortega on a bike.
Yeah, Jenna Ortega, look at that. Oh, the little model table is back. Woo!
And then the line, the juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
Yeah, which I liked.
I did like that, too.
But, yeah, besides that, it would have been a very short trailer review. So.
Yeah. I wonder if Michael Keaton's going to be, like, so over the top like he was in the last one, like, with his inappropriate comments. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's, like, weary about that because he might get canceled or something. But I don't
think he'd get canceled.
I don't think so.
Depends on how far he goes. But
people say it's pretty offensive since they watched the last, but I don't know.
But yeah, there's a couple more trailer drops. We reviewed them on our YouTube channel, so go check them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that because I don't think we watched any other trailers that we didn't talk about on YouTube.
And then my one piece of news that I got very excited about, it has nothing to do with horror, but I don't give a fuck. John Tucker Must Die. There's a sequel in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a presentation with Jesse Metcalfe was on stage along with Sophia Bush and the blonde girl. I forget what her name is, but she's in, I can't remember if it's Vampire Diaries or the originals or both, but she's in that stuff. But she was on stage too talking about it, and they're just talking about the script and how Jesse Metcalfe's going to be back, and wondering where they're going to go with it, but I freaking love that movie.
I've never seen it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brittany Snow's in it. Don't know if she's going to end up coming back, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll see. You got anything else? Or?
So, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 officially hits theaters tomorrow.
Yes. Well, we're releasing this tomorrow, so today.
Today. And it'll be only in theaters for 3 days in select venues. So you might have to take a trip. I looked it up today because I was curious. I looked it up yesterday, I guess, if we're talking present time or whatever. And
we'll just release this tonight. Screw it. I'm just going to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our closest showing is like half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But, just a heads up, if you want to check it out, it's available tomorrow to go see in theaters.
I do actually want to see this one now that I know it's written by the same writer as Summer of '84. And it's getting good reviews.
Come on.
I've seen a couple. Oh, I wish I knew who posted it. I saw a couple Rotten Tomatoes reviews, and people were saying it was good.
Come on.
And they were like people that I follow on Twitter, too, that wrote the reviews. And I'm like... Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I'll try and find them after.
Okay.
But they were both positive.
I really like Summer of '84, so if he wrote it and they actually stuck to his script, I believe it has potential. But I'm not going to say it's going to be good or not.
Yeah. Fuck, I wish I knew who was going to bother me now.
I guess also I will say that Immaculate and Late Night with the Devil are breaking records.
Yeah.
For their film productions.
I'm excited for both, but I'm more excited for Immaculate.
I'm excited for all, like, I wouldn't say I'm super stoked for Winnie the Pooh, but, like, I'm stoked for Late Night and the Devil and Immaculate.
Okay.
I'm stoked. Oh, you found a review
I found the Winnie the Pooh reviews.
Okay, let's hear it. Winnie the Pooh review.
Okay. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is a grisly piece of meta horror that is sure to surprise audiences. And this is cinema at its most punk rock, raucous, unpolished, cheap, sacred cow shredding middle finger to the mainstream with just enough raw talent inside to keep it from being dismissible.
Huh.
Yep. And this one person gave it a 7 out of 10. Don't know what this other person gave it. It's hidden, but...
Because if you're not on our Patreon, we did do a special Patreon review episode on it.
Of the first one. And we were not too happy.
We were not too happy at all.
We had a couple things we liked, but...
Yes.
They were...
aesthetics, almost.
Yeah. And that was pretty much the intro. I like the intro.
Yeah.
Just because, felt very wrong-turny in the beginning, and I like the setup of the story, but after that, it just went downhill.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. Late Night with the Devil, Immaculate, go check them out. Support your local theaters and these horror movies that are apparently taking the world by storm right now.
Yes, unless you have anxiety like me and can't make it to the theater, then buy it on physical media.
6 months later.
It's okay, we're going to get there. Don't worry, we're going tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to skip our game today because, again, brain fried. So we'll get into it?
Yep.
Okay. The Human Centipede. This is our episode 69, by the way.
Oh.
How fitting.
Whoa.
Except this time it's ass to mouth, not 69.
No. Oh, that's gross.
So this was Brendan's first time watch. I got him to sit down and watch this, and he gets to pick a movie for me next week. So you guys will be in luck for the next one, I think. Don't know how I'm going to do, but we'll see.
With next week's?
Yeah.
You're going to hate it.
Okay, let's focus. Human Centipede, starring Dieter Laser, Ashlyn Yenny, Akihiro Kitamura, and Ashley C. Williams. I'm sorry, I did my best. It's a 4.4 on IMDb and a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. Two pretty but ditzy American girls are on a road trip through Europe. In Germany, they end up alone at night, and when their car breaks down, they take shelter in an isolated villa. They wake up in the morning to find themselves in a makeshift hospital along with a Japanese man. Here they meet a psychotic German surgeon whose lifelong fantasy is to connect humans together via their gastric systems. That's quite the wording. Release date was August 28th, 2010. Director is Tom Six. Box office, 252,000. I think budget was 1.5 million euros. I don't know what that comes to. I didn't do the math.
I don't know.
It just said EUR beside, so I'm assuming that's what it was. Yeah, spoiler-free thoughts. What did you think of this movie?
The moment Sam's been waiting for. Mm-hmm. I actually think this movie is a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I've actually heard a couple of people say they actually genuinely think this is a good movie. So I'm excited to get into this section.
Like, I think there are bad things to it, but overall, this is actually a pretty decent, good movie.
Okay.
I know. I was shocked as well. Like, halfway through the movie, I was like, am I enjoying this? And I'm like, I am. This is weird. Huh.
Didn't expect this.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm having all kinds of weird mixed Like, I don't agree with 58%. Or 48%.
Okay. You think it should be higher?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll save it just for, like, the rating overall at the end on what I think it should be.
Okay.
Well, what are your thoughts?
I am surprised. Okay, so I watched this for the first time, like, at least a decade ago. This was in my early 20s. I didn't know anyone else that really liked to watch horror movies besides my girlfriend Emma, so sometimes we would get together and watch them. But I would sit down by myself and look up the most disturbing movies of all time and sit there and watch them while eating dinner by myself in the bedroom. So it's been a long time since I've seen this, and I remember watching it, and I watched it a few times only because I had friends I wanted to show. And there was scenes that I gagged at, and this time around, I have realized how desensitized I am because it did not bother me one bit. But I agree, it's not a bad, like, it's actually, the concept is actually really scary. And, like, there's a couple scenes where I was like, oh, wouldn't want to be in that spot. Like, well, obviously.
Oh, I'd hope not.
But, like, scenes that, like, don't include the centipede, I guess, where I was, like, a little, like, oh. I don't know. I just thought it's actually not a terrible movie. Yeah. But it's also not as bad as you think it would be. Like, if you're a big horror fan that can handle, like, stuff, like gore and stuff.
I thought it was extremely tame.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I didn't have a hard time at all.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as what everybody said it was.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if that's also just me being super desensitized, but I was like, that was...
I've seen worse.
Yeah, like, yeah, for sure. And
yeah.
I was like, this isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get into spoilers then so we can actually talk about this shit.
Okay.
Describe this movie in 3 words.
I wrote down 6.
6 words.
My first set of words were stupid character decisions.
Yeah.
And then sick, twisted, and fun.
Okay. I was just going to say not that bad, but...
Okay, that's not bad too, though.
Yeah, I couldn't really think of anything else. I mean, I could say front, middle, back.
Ew. That's a weird way of describing this movie.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, this is bad, but...
Oh no, you're going with him.
Yeah, Dr. Heatler.
Okay.
Dude's awesome.
Okay.
He's just so fun.
He is a really good villain, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like, if he didn't work, this whole movie wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Like, this whole movie would be trash.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's the only speaking character after a certain point. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, if he didn't work as a character, this whole movie would fall.
Okay.
And, like, it's not my favorite character because, like... Oh, he's so great at this. Like, he's like, I want to do what he did. Like,
No,
I'm not saying
no.
that. I'm just saying out of all the characters to watch in this movie, he's the most entertaining.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, he chews the scenery. Choose it.
Okay, I agree with you. I put down Lindsay just because she... See, I don't know.
Is that the, she's the middle girl?
She's the middle girl. Yeah,
okay.
she kind of put herself in that position by trying to escape. I think that was her karma and his punishment. But, yeah, I just found, like, her friend Jenny was just annoying, like, temper tantrum central.
Oh, my God.
And then... I don't know, the other guy didn't speak English, so we never knew what he was saying half the time.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. We'll get to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count that as a cinematography thing, but we'll get into that bullshit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Lindsay because I was truly rooting for her, even though I couldn't really remember the outcome from. It had been so long since I'd seen it. Right. I thought I remembered the outcome, but I wasn't sure. So part of me was kind of rooting for her, even though I kind of felt like I knew what ended up with her, but I'll just go with her. But I do agree with you with Dr. Heiter.
I don't know how to say it either. I'm just throwing out different pronunciations and hoping one sticks.
Who's your least favorite?
I didn't put one, but I'd put Lindsay. Or not Lindsay,
Oh.
Jenny.
Oh, okay.
Jenny, that's it. Jenny.
That's who I put too.
Yeah.
She's just...
Talk about just the worst.
Yeah.
I hate that scene when she's like, they're in the
Forrest.
and then that's literally exactly
Yeah.
what she sounded like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Be proactive.
Yeah. I agree. I think we are going to say the same thing about... Oh. Why did I... Okay. I'm not going to say who I wrote down, but best acting?
No, it's Dieter Laser.
Yeah, I agree, but I think there was at one point where I thought Akira Kitamura was doing pretty good, so I wrote him down, but now I'm like, but that's actually not my answer.
He's good too.
He is, yeah.
Like
You don't understand him, but he's still good.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with the villain. I don't know why I didn't write him down.
Oh my God, he's such a joy to watch.
No, I know.
Like, he just takes so much. He has so much fun with this role. Mm-hmm. He absolutely eats it up. He just knows how to be like menacing, and then when he wants to toy with his, experiment. I guess he toys with his experiment, and he loves every second of it.
Yeah.
He's just in my opinion, such a talent in this movie that I did not expect. Like, that's literally the best way to describe it.
Okay. Worst acting?
See, I put Ashley C. Williams.
Is that Jenny?
No, that's the lead.
Lindsay.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's the middle.
okay. I would have went with Ashlyn.
They're both bad.
I mean, yeah.
But you want to know when they're really good?
What?
When they're stuck ass to mouth and they just don't say anything.
They are actually really good.
Yeah, when
Their struggles and everything.
Yeah, when they don't have to talk.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty good.
You know what, though? I'm wondering if this was poor direction, because even in the description, it was like, two ditzy girls. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So the director was probably like, act as ditzy as you can. And Jenny's like, I got this.
Oh, yeah. She nailed that part. Jenny, or Lindsay, was like... You have to have contrast between the characters. There has to be, like, if one's going to be ditzy, the other one's got to be not ditzy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think Lindsay was as ditzy. I thought she was a little bit of a stronger character.
For sure.
Like, she even had, like, her whole escape and everything.
Yeah. But I just found her to be not a great actor while she was speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they were great when they were mashed up.
I don't know how. It blew my mind.
Yeah. Score and soundtrack.
I didn't really catch it.
Me neither.
To be honest with you, I just put down, I don't think there's much of a score. Figured it was the best way to not take your focus away from the quote-unquote brutality.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't rate anything. Cinematography?
This fucking movie looks good. Mm-hmm. Like, it looks real good.
Yeah, I like the lighting.
The lighting, the colors, the color contrasts, like... I could not believe... There was one shot, and it's when... At the beginning of the movie, when he's holding up the gun to the guy that's taking a poop on the side of the road, and, like, the sunbeam just blocks out his face, but you can see, like, the gun standing up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, brilliant. Mm-hmm. What a nice shot. And then, like, there's all these different colors. There's, like, the whole room is, like, almost decked out in, like, a yellowy gold color when he does the unveiling.
I know. I noticed that too. It's almost like it's showing the color of his emotion. Like he's just so happy.
Yeah.
And proud of himself.
Yeah. And then you have like him always like in white, and then there's the White House in the background and the grass, and it's just very simple, but it works and it looks really good. Mm-hmm. And then there's the colors of like his underground laboratory that's feels extremely hospital. Mm-hmm. It's like you stepped into a whole nother world, essentially, into this. You'd almost believe that you were in a hospital if you jumped into this, like, 10 minutes. Or whenever this... If you were clicking through the satellite and it was like, well, no, watching some ER or something like that. And it's like, oh, no, I'm not. These people are getting sewed together.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the lighting, too. And then I just noticed his house... just as a set is just beautiful. Like everything, he's got to have some sort of OCD, like perfectionist stuff going on because everything is perfectly placed. Like his house is just spick and span. Like it's beautiful. His grass is perfectly green. His gardens look great. Like This man is
meticulous.
Yeah.
I think most surgeons probably are.
Yeah.
I think that's a surgeon thing.
Probably. Favorite costumes and outfits?
I like the doctor's lab coat with the silver buttons. Mm-hmm. I think it just looked very old school and kind of reminded me of like a David Cronenbergian film. Okay. It gave me that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I wrote that with the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking like a pimp.
Yep. Memorable lines.
Oh boy. They all come from, of course, the doctor.
Okay. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah. No, I don't like human beings.
I wrote that too.
Yeah, I just laughed.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, what?
I was just going to be like, I get that.
I actually have one from the girls, and she says, fucking. He said fucking when they were in the car. And the guy was talking another language.
Yeah, and then he was doing the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah. I have the Human Centipede.
Yeah, I like that too.
And I put, that's the name of the movie.
Yeah. I have Jenny. I want my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, oh boy.
Now I know you are the middle piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so... just defeating sounding.
I have, oh my sweet centipede.
Yeah. That's gross.
I know.
Let me see. I have eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, that's good.
That was my last one.
My last one is feed her, feed her.
Ew, that's gross. You picked like all the gross lines.
Of course. They're impactful.
Yeah, that's true. They are.
I have no lines disliked. What about you?
You don't have one line. There was one line that I thought you'd be like, yep, nope, I'm out. Jenny says this line, I believe.
Okay.
And she says, I don't like dogs.
Oh, I caught that too, and then I kind of like was like, did she just say that? So maybe that's why I didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, who says that?
Yeah. Horrible people.
Yeah. Favorite kill?
This is hard. I know I wrote one down here, but I know it's not going to be my favorite.
Okay.
So I'm gonna feel bad, but this was definitely, I think, my favorite kill. It was Ketsuro with the he's the front piece.
Oh, when he slits his throat. Okay.
I like it because not only is he taking his own, he's basically determining his own fate, right? He's like, Doctor, you can't do shit to me no more. I have a choice now, and I'm gonna cut my throat.
Yeah, and he's got his whole monologue thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure he came up with himself.
No, okay.
We'll have to get into my 3 pages of fun facts after.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Get ready for that.
I really like that one too. I also liked the headshot though of Hyder.
Yep.
But it's really tough. They're almost tied.
Yeah.
But then I also really liked Lindsay just like being stuck there at the end.
That doesn't mean she died.
It doesn't.
She probably did.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
And Jenny's was good too though. Her struggle to death. Like,
yeah.
They were all pretty good.
They are pretty good. I have one that's bad, but that's it.
Okay, what was your least favorite?
The one police inspector. Not Voller. Oh, maybe it was Voller. He's just dead in the pool.
Yeah.
So basically you got the doctor who's like crippled. He's had the cut in the leg or whatever. So he's down, like he's just crawling. Mm-hmm. And he's leaning up against the back of the pool. And then the detective runs in. Bam, bam, bam. And then that's it. I don't even know if he had a gun. He just had a knife, didn't he? He didn't have a gun. Like the doctor?
No.
Yeah, so how did he get from the ground to killing the uninjured policeman and taking his gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just would like to have seen what action happened there to figure that out.
Yeah. I don't really understand what my least favorite was. It had to do something along the same lines, I think. I'm not really understanding what I was writing, but...
Okay.
Gore factor and special effects.
Okay, so... It's been a while since a kill has affected me this well.
Okay.
But it's the air bubble.
The what?
The air bubble. You know how he injects the air bubble into the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I was on IVs.
Yeah, okay.
And I fell asleep.
Yeah.
With my IVs on, and I woke up in the middle of the night and had this, like, giant air pocket.
That's true. I never actually thought about that while watching it.
And I was like, oh, no. And I'm like, that could have been me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good kill. I think all the gore looks really good in this movie, because that's pretty much the idea of this movie, is for the gore. Mm-hmm. I don't understand some things about the creature design, I guess. Well, the Human Centipede design. Mm-hmm. Why did he have to, like, split their mouths?
I think just so that they can be secure enough, probably, and everything can pass through nicely. Like, he takes their teeth out, too, right?
Well, yeah, I understand that, but, like, why do they have... Because he cuts their cheeks open, right?
Yeah.
And then he sews their cheeks back.
Yeah, because I think the butt flaps are getting sewn onto that spot.
Their cheek things.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote down flaps of skin on the butt being cut and everything.
Yep.
And then the IV, when she rips it out, she runs and rips it out. That grossed me out. Like, that was like, ugh, you see it tear down.
Yep.
And then the pus. That's the
that was a good
part of the movie where I squeamed a little. Just a teensy weensy.
Well,
I was like, that's disgusting. That's infection. That's disgusting. Girl, you need a good doctor.
Well, that's because he just jams his finger in there, right? And then
squeezes
smells it.
Yeah,
it's fucking gross.
Pops it like a pimple.
Yeah. Yeah, the special effects all in here are really good, though.
I think they had to be to make this movie work. Like you said, needed the good villain, and it needed to look good.
Yep.
Storyline and pacing.
Oh my god. This is the part that struggles with me.
Okay.
And it's not a huge struggle. It's just, I understand you're disorientated, whatever. People choices.
Okay.
Bad. But this is the first thing I want. Girls, two things. Learn how to change a tire and stay on the fucking road.
Yeah.
Why did they just go into the woods?
Yeah. When they were walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Would you not follow the road?
Yeah.
And you'd have a general idea of how far the last house was when you were driving.
Yeah. I can't say anything about changing the tire. I got CAA, so I got myself covered there. And
I taught you how to change a tire. Did I not?
I still don't really.
Oh my goodness. You can figure. I'm going to test you this summer.
I don't want to. I have CAA for a reason.
That's if you're on the
And
side
a handy boyfriend.
Okay. So let me see here. What else did I wrote? Oh yeah, was the doctor jerking off to the centipede dog?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't really want the answer to it.
Yeah, I'm in the same kind of boat, but that was a question that I had. What else do we have here? Oh my god, Lindsay. Again, she has this choice. She can leave out the broken window, or she can stay and... This is after the pool.
Oh, okay.
She can leave out the broken window, or she can stay and try to carry her 140, 150 pound friend and try to save her. What a... You know he needs 3.
Yeah.
And he won't do anything to her unless he has 3.
Yeah.
Get your ass out that fucking door.
I know. I would have went for help.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
You know where he lives.
Yeah. I would... There's no way in fucking hell I would have went back for her.
No,
Sorry.
she slows you down. And that's another thing I had a problem with, is you see him carry that man downstairs. How the heck... And he struggled. How the heck did he get that truck driver in the very beginning down the stairs? And he was a hefty man.
He could have just rolled him down the stairs.
Yeah, but you saw the way he struggled with that guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, how? And then getting him into the bed?
Yeah.
Man, better be deadlifting.
You can lower some of those hospital beds, though.
Okay.
So you don't have to lift them up that far.
Okay. And then my other problem was just accepting the fucking water in the first place. I would never accept water from a man that looked like that, especially if he takes a while to pour it.
Yeah. Usually you want to see things being poured.
Yeah.
That's always the rule of thumb. This is almost like an allegory on date rape.
A what?
Date rape.
What was the first word you said?
Allegory.
What's that?
Like, don't accept drinks from strangers, or...
Oh.
Like
A lesson?
Oh, yeah, a lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah. What?
Show this to all your teenage daughters to make sure they don't accept drinks from strangers.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, they'll be so asked them out to another dude.
It'll scare them straight.
Yeah. Let me see. Also, why did he cut their knees and the tendons in their knees?
It probably had to do with how centipedes are designed or something, I'm assuming.
Oh, just to create like a... I guess it wouldn't be called mandibles, but I guess a leg, yeah.
And to stop them from running.
Well, they can. They're attached together.
They can bend over and stand and run. I wish we were on camera right now.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
I don't know.
There's no way. There's no way you could do that. And they pretty much were able to do everything they could do before. Like, it didn't... that would have been acceptable if there was some kind of transition of them learning to walk. Mm-hmm. You know, because cutting a tendon in your knee would inhibit you a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, they needed some kind of... Just show us why. Or, like, them learning how to actually learn how to crawl.
Yeah.
And then I also put in here, why the fuck is there no subtitles? I understand for some things. For the doctor at the beginning, I can understand it's kind of like an isolating thing. Mm-hmm. So it really, like, isolate you. And... Sorry, I got a burp. It would isolate you and the audience from the doctor and what he's saying, so you know he's saying something, but you don't know if there's menace or malice behind it. And then the Korean guy, let's just know what the fuck he says. Like, it's not like it matters anyways. We turned the subtitles on like halfway through the movie because they were having the you have to turn them on. You have to turn the subtitles on.
Because the cops.
Yes, the cop scene. And
when they talk, the subtitles are on. When
they weren't on.
No, but they should be on.
Yeah.
But then when the guy that's in the front of the centipede talks, you're not supposed to know what he's saying. So this movie's a little...
And then his subtitles come on at the end of the fucking movie with his big speech.
I know, you almost need a little caption pop up in the movie. Be like, turn the subtitles on now.
Yeah. Just turn them on at the beginning of the movie, leave them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish I would have known that.
Yeah. Moving on to favorite scenes?
Yep.
Okay, I'll start. I actually put Jenny throwing a tantrum in the forest because I actually thought it was that ridiculous and kind of laughed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know it's terrible. Like, it's so outrageous, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Okay. I have Doctor's exposition scene. The diagrams are so childish for a world-renowned doctor.
Yeah. I sort of have that as well, but I have it... Oh no, I actually have that whole his presentation. But I have when they wake up in the restrained beds. That is a horror story to me. That is fucked. Like, that's the part that actually scares me.
Yeah.
I would freak if I woke up in a bed like that and like in a room like that.
Yeah, you can barely watch a movie with claustrophobic scenes, let alone wake up in a scenario like that.
If I watch someone get arrested on TV, I get anxious because they have cuffs on, and I'm like,
really?
Yeah, like especially if they're tied behind. No, I think I would get. I don't do well with restraints. What?
Nothing.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. No, it's my turn. The chase sequence with Lindsay, I thought was actually pretty well done.
Okay.
For the most part, even though in the end, I do like the fact that she like taunts him by like not taunts him, but she submerges herself in the water because, of course, the dart might not have that much effect once it hits the water, right? It'll slow down immediately.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a super effective way, but it worked for her.
Yep.
And I like the whole like she goes under the pool and
the cover comes on.
Yeah, the cover comes on.
Yeah, that part made me breathe heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought overall it was actually a pretty good chase sequence.
Yeah, I like the part when she makes the curtains and he's standing there.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's got his glasses on and he's like, I'm ready for you.
Here you go.
Oh, when he's crying happy tears and kissing the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much mine too. Is the Human Centipede reveal scene? The reveal of the Human Centipede.
Did you have anything else?
There's the Human Centipede chase scene. I also liked.
Up the stairs?
Yeah, up the stairs and down the hallway and stuff. I thought it was pretty good. I
have that as a least favorite because that, not the pus actually, that was the hardest part for me to watch because they were like tearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was, I struggled with that part.
Could they have just ripped apart?
I was wondering that too, but I feel like they were probably sewn pretty good.
Well, yeah. Like, you're going to have some serious, significant, long...
Oh my god, I'm picturing... Oh my god, that would have been really cool to see, but that would have been what got me.
Yeah.
That would have been what made me not snack during this movie, is if we saw them just with their gums and their flaps.
Yep.
Ugh!
Well, yeah, they might just take off the other person's ass cheeks, or they might take off their own cheeks.
Yeah.
It's just...
That's disgusting, man.
It's just that... Because I was wondering how the food passes through. I wasn't sure if maybe he ran, like, intestines through. But I don't think he did. I think it was just full on. She's getting poop after.
Yeah, because he told her to swallow and stuff, right? So he's pushing and she's got to swallow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
My last one is the insulin part where he says, I have diabetes, because that's a massive syringe. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Well, if you're not familiar with the world of diabetes like we are,
yeah,
you know, you could
I guess
believe
the cop could, yeah, but no, that was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I was like, that syringe is gonna put you in a coma, sir. It's gonna kill you.
I also have the ending, but like, I put down the ending. Does she live or does she die? Stuck in a position, and everyone has left her in is terrifying.
Yeah, I would add that in too for sure.
Yeah, because there's just no way out of that. Like, you can't move.
No.
You're just dragging a body behind you, and then you're trying to push a body in front of you.
Yeah.
The only thing you might be able to do is try to find a cell phone. Maybe try to roll out of places or something like that. Like, you might be able to spin.
Yeah, I'd probably push the guy in front of me, I guess. But you're hurting, man. That's a rough.
Oh, for sure. Like, yeah. But do you want to live?
Yeah.
Or at that point in the game, would you just rather say, I'll
take a piece of glass like the other guy?
Yeah, just send it.
Yeah. Did you have least favorites?
Stupid character choices.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, thinking about it now, like, this I didn't talk about this character choice, but this is the front. Katsuro, his choice at the end of the movie to put the lamp down and pick up a piece of glass is pretty fucking stupid.
Because it's not as much length? Or what? What do you mean?
Because the doctor was coming at him with a scalpel. The scalpel's only like, the blade is like 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
A lamp is a lamp.
Yeah.
Beat that fucker to death. Mm-hmm. Like, take the blunt end of that lamp, smash his brains in, and then try for help. All three of you.
Yeah.
But then you might lose one. Because Jenny was going to die.
Jenny's
regardless.
diseased.
But you get, two of you might be able to, like, if she like grabs onto her arm, she might be, with the force of two of them in that position, they might be able to carry to a phone of some kind.
Or she takes the glass and cuts her off.
Bam, done. Oh, I didn't even think about that. She could just cut them all off.
Yeah. Oh God. Ugh.
I take it she doesn't come back for the sequel, but
I don't remember the sequel.
it's like a meta sequel. It's about a guy obsessed with the movie, so he wants to recreate it but bigger. It's all in black and white. All I remember is one scene, one specific scene, because I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm going to describe it.
Okay.
But I know this one scene that everybody knows.
Okay.
Yep.
The Killer. We've talked about him a bunch.
Yeah.
Whenever we come to this category.
Yeah, I know. We've already discussed it a lot. Dude's awesome. He is such a joy to watch. He just captivated me in every way. Okay. For as evil as he is.
Scary rating out of 10.
I give it a 5, actually.
Yeah. I was trying to decide as well. I think I'm in the same boat because the whole concept is absolutely terrifying. And that stair scene of them trying to get up the stairs and they're tearing was absolutely disgusting. But it, again, was not as bad as I remembered it. So, like, I was able to sit through it just fine and I could watch it again right now.
Yeah.
Don't feel like it, but but yeah, I'll go in the middle as well with a 5.
Yeah.
Maybe a 4.
It's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. So I was not let down. Like, it hit all the right moments, I guess, but I wasn't like wanting to puke or I didn't have to shut my eyes or anything. I was just like, oh, that's pretty gross.
Rewatchability, and what you recommend?
I put down, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And sure, I said, would I recommend? Sure, it's not actually as bad as I figured it would be.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch this anytime soon, but I mean, once a decade for me, maybe.
Okay. I'm actually curious about the sequels.
Is that you saying we're gonna sit down and watch the next one? Because I joked about that.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, and I would recommend it depending on who the person is. Like, obviously, this is such a known movie to, like, jokingly recommend to your friends and whatever. So, I mean, it's one of those where I'll recommend it to you if you can handle it. But I'll, like, obviously everyone knows what this movie is. Yeah. It's a known thing in the world, even to non-horror people.
Yeah.
So.
It was like a cultural phenomenon when it came out.
Yeah.
And it's pretty self-explanatory what you're getting yourself into as well.
Yeah. So, final movie rating as a whole, we rate our movies out of 5 with emojis. 1 out of 5 is the poop emoji. Then we get the eye roll emoji, an okay emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and a 100 emoji. If you're somewhere in between, you can say a high thumbs up or a low thumbs up.
The saving grace of this movie is great practical effects, great cinematography, and excellent acting from the lead villain. Bad character choices brings us down like a whole point.
Okay.
So I ended up rating this movie a thumbs up.
Okay.
And I understand movies need to have bad character choices. Otherwise, the movie would end.
Yeah, because if they're all smart, then...
But I think some of these character choices could have been changed.
Okay. I'm going to give it a low thumbs up.
Okay.
For all the same reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add to that, to be completely honest. But I love the lighting. His house was really nice.
Yeah.
And he is a really cool villain. And just the concept of it is terrifying. But yeah, it's just it's not a fantastic movie or anything.
Yeah, no, it's not like Oscar worthy, but it was better than what I expected.
Okay. Ready for some fun facts?
Yep.
Director Tom Six showed every time I say his name, I think of Nikki Six. Director Tom Six showed a drawing of the Human Centipede to all the actresses who showed up to the casting sessions. Many actresses walked out in disgust after discovering what the role actually entailed. I don't blame them.
It's just weird. Like, I don't think that's where their mouths would be if it was on their butthole. I did have to stop and think about it when I was watching the movie. Is that weird? I'm like, is that where your butthole would be if you were bent over? I'm like, maybe, but it seems really high up.
I don't know. Want to bend over with a few friends and we can test it out?
No.
When approaching investors prior to filming, the filmmakers told them they wanted to make an international horror film that involved stitching people together, but did not mention how exactly they would be stitched, fearing the mouth to anus aspect would put off the investors.
Yeah, no doubt.
When the Toronto Underground Cinema showed this film, there was a Centipede deal where if you got 2 tickets, the third would be free.
Oh, that's actually sweet.
The paintings of the conjoined twins displayed throughout Hyder's villa were painted by director Tom Six, which he felt contributed to the atmosphere in the house.
Those are actually some really nice paintings.
They were. I was looking at them extra because I read the fun facts before we watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've seen it, right? So, yeah. The concept of the film arose from a joke from director Tom Six when made with friends about punishing a child molester by stitching his mouth to the ass of a very fat truck driver.
Wait, repeat?
The concept of the film arose from a joke director Tom Six made with friends about punishing a child molester by stitching his mouth to the ass of a very fat truck driver.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Director Tom Six contacted a real surgeon for the Human Centipede design. This is why the film has the tagline 100% medically accurate, which is not true.
Really?
Although the film is set in Germany, it was shot in the Netherlands. Oh, sorry, my alarm's going off. Although the film is set in Germany, it was shot in the Netherlands due to the country's similar landscapes. Hyder's home, where most of the film takes place, was a villa in the Netherlands found by the production team. The property was in a residential area and not surrounded by woodland, as it appears in the film, but by other houses. So the filmmakers had some difficulty ensuring the other houses did not appear in shot. Real hospital beds and intravenous drips were rented from a local hospital.
Intravenous.
Thank you. Can you imagine being one of the neighbors watching this film go down in the yard? Be like, what the fuck?
I bet you they sold their house real fast once they knew what was being filmed there.
Yeah. Robert Ebert refused to assign this film a star rating for his review, not to be confused with giving it a 0-star rating, which he hands out to the very worst films that he sees, saying it does not really matter whether the film is perceived as good or bad. He closed the review by writing, "The film is what it is and occupies a world where the stars don't shine." The actors playing the centipede were given massages at the end of every day's filming due to being on their hands and knees all day long. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
When Lindsay falls into the swimming pool, Winter Williams' shivers were real as the heating was not working, so the water was really cold.
Okay.
Some scenes of the movie are so controversial. Some people walked out during test screenings. Well, yeah, I can see that. Dieter Laser came up with the ideas to both smell the pus and lick the blood on the stairs. That was disgusting.
Yeah, that threw me off too, was the whole blood licking. It just didn't seemed out of character.
Yeah. Feces is simply what remains of food after most, if not all, the nutrients have been absorbed from it by the body, although it usually retains some water. Because of this, the only person who could hypothetically survive living as part of the human centipede for more than a few weeks would be the person in front. The other members of the centipede would eventually die from lack of water unless they receive intravenous fluids. They would most likely die due to nutritional deficiency. Thank you. In that case, I can't do movies on medical stuff. In the unlikely case that doesn't kill them, ingesting fecal bacteria causing severe lung and stomach infections would. Oh my goodness.
Gross.
Yeah. The defecation in the mouth scene was done in a single take. Thank God for them.
Yeah, no kidding.
The two female leads were cast in New York City. Akira Kitamura auditioned via Skype. Joseph Heider's first name references Joseph Mengele, a Nazi doctor who carried out torture experiments on prisoners in Auschwitz concentration camp. The surname Heider, literally meaning cheerful in German, is a reference to lesser-known Nazi war criminals, Doctors Feder and Richer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually neat.
Yeah. Almost done here, guys. Dieter Laser was director Tom Six's first choice to play the Mad Doctor Heider. Laser supplied most of Heider's wardrobe and stayed in character throughout the filming, deliberately keeping himself away from the other actors and crew as much as possible. 120 Days of Sodom was leading inspiration for director Tom Six. Contains relatively few gory images. Little of the surgical procedure is depicted directly. No excrement is shown on screen. And according to Kim Newman in Empire, it is never quite as outrageous as it threatens to be. Which
accurate.
We actually said, yeah. The actors who made up the centipede wore hardened underwear compared by Ashlyn Yenny to shorts, which had a rubber grip for the actors to wear and for the actor behind to bite, creating the illusion of the mouth to anus connection. Tom Six kept secret how the centipede would be formed as long as possible, and Yenny claimed that even her makeup artist did not know, asking Yenny what kind of suit the actor would be wearing. The special effects team was led by Rob Hillenbrink and Eric Hillenbrink, father and son. They designed the final composition of the centipede from sketches provided by the consulting surgeon. Imagine being like, me and my dad made the human centipede. When Heider roughly grabs and injects Lindsay, Dieter Laser actually hurt Winter Williams, which caused pause in filming. Oh, last one. Akira Kitamura wrote the monologue, he says, before his character committed suicide, which I brought up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
That is it. That was the Human Centipede.
Yeah, so next week, what are you making me watch?
I did it, guys. I finally... Horror comedy. She's gonna hate it. But Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're gonna hate it.
Are you just saying that because you're getting my hopes down so that I enjoy it?
No.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, you are. All right, so that's next week. Do you want to plug us out?
Absolutely. I'll try my best. We are Our Life in Horror, and you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can also find us on YouTube, where we do everything and more that we do here. We are also on Patreon, where we do some after-hours bonus episodes every now and then, polls for people to vote on what we watch. And Discord, we also have a really good, fun little chat system that only our Patreon members are involved in, and it is a lot of fun. We also have an email. You can find us at Our Life in Horror, and you guys can send us movie recommendations if you want to come on.
ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com.
Yep, thank you. Sorry. It's been a long day. And yeah, Thank you so much for listening.
Stay spooky.